I've been to many places in Scotland that have left me awestruck, but the places that we visit in today's video, just absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe they were in Scotland, and we were only days from the summer solstice. However, they weren't easy to get to, and please take note of the disclaimer. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to a very misty Cairngorms. It is meant to improve, but I'm super excited today because I got an invitation from somebody who you shall meet very shortly to go and see something which I've always really wanted to see. Now, we're not sure if it's going to be there or not, but it's basically some snow and a specific feature in the snow, like a cave or a tunnel, and we're going to go and try and find out if there's still some there. So without further ado, I shall introduce you to my companion for today, Mr. Iain Cameron. Now, if you watch the channel, you'll know Iain, and there's no better person, in my opinion, to have with me to go and look for snow in the middle of summer. I must also say we are literally days away from the summer solstice, which is the longest day in Scotland. So, good morning, Iain.
Good morning.
What lovely weather.
Well, the forecast is for it to improve, so let's keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed indeed. And you're going to take me to some interesting features, right?
We're going to go and see some of the bits of the Cairngorms that not a lot of people see because they're off the path. First stop is Ciste Mhearad, right, which is a very, very unusual location. It's been documented for hundreds of years, but we should get almost glacier-like snow formations there, and then we'll skirt round the back and we'll take in the rest of the hill. So we're looking at a really nice day, I think, weather permitting.
He says, with his full waterproofs on. So yeah, we'll explain more, and I think you've got some really interesting stories. No pressure, not to put you in the spot, but we'll chat more about them as we get round and up into the snow. Shall we crack on?
Let's go.
Let's go. We'll speak to you in a wee while.
So we are here at the ski centre. So what we'll do is we'll go up almost to the summit of Cairngorm. We'll tail off just at the ptarmigan, and we'll go round to, it's not marked on the map, but that's Ciste Mhearad there. That's Margaret's Coffin, which has got an amazing big, almost glacier-like bank of snow. And then we'll contour around all the way down Coire, and then across to Cardone, and then from Cardone we'll down onto the Feith Buidhe slabs, and where the waterfall pours over the side of the hill down into Lochan, just right here we've got some amazing shapes. That'll probably be the highlight of the Snowfest today, and from there we'll take a little look at Garushka Beg, which again will have some marvellous shapes and lots of snow, and we'll walk round into the snowy Coire, which not many people go to, and then we'll go up onto the summit of Ben Macdui. Ben Macdui will go down to the March Burn, have a look at the March Burn. There's some nice big snow tunnels there, hopefully, and then from there it's a nice, soft, gentle descent all the way back to the car park. So that's today's adventure.
Right, as you can probably see, it's still raining, but we're not far from the Ptarmigan restaurant. In fact, the Ptarmigan restaurant is just behind us here. And there's Iain beside me. Where I can see, there we are. There's Iain. You reckon it's maybe one of the highest restaurants in the UK?
It is the highest restaurant in the UK by probably quite a distance, yeah. I'm trying to think what the second highest would be, but...
Is there anything Snowdon?
Yeah, I think there is.
Maybe something Snowdon
maybe,
well,
yeah.
So, there you go. So we're here, and do we go up over the summit of Cairngorm, or do we skirt round the side?
No, we go around the side, yes.
Go round the side, so pathless?
Yes, but it's pretty nice terrain, so...
Nice terrain,
no
quite
problem.
short, yeah, cool. Yeah, so maybe the next time you see us, the cloud might have cleared. I doubt it, but we'll see. We've still got high hopes for later in the day, haven't we?
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, right, we'll bring you back later. Okay, we have moved off and away from from the Ptarmigan restaurant, and I just thought I'd mention this because we're just micro navigation today, really, isn't it? So there's no paths here, and especially in conditions like this, where you can see hee-haw, you have to be spot on. Now, you could probably do this with your eyes closed, but if you're coming up here, just be wary. There's been a lot of fatalities up on the Cairngorm plateau. Sorry to bring the tone down, but you have to be.
You have to, yeah.
You have to be careful. So
serious place.
Yeah. So we're keeping an eye on the weather. It does seem to be getting brighter every now and again.
There's hints of it.
And Iain's, we are double checking the contours, or Iain's double checking the contours to make sure we're at the right height, because you know what height the snow patch is at, don't you? So
Yeah, well, we're just at the bit now where the ground is starting to slope away. So we've reached the, if you like, the top of this particular stretch. The ground is starting to slope away, and that's one of the reasons why this particular place, Ciste Mhearad, fills up, because all the snow blows in from the west. There's nothing to stick to here, and it all piles into this hollow, building up to a great depth, which you'll see in a few minutes.
hopefully, right, we'll bring you back when we get to the snow. Let's go. So we headed down, and as we got closer to the snow patch, the light got brighter, and although it doesn't appear that significant here, the amount of snow when we got closer was amazing. It did feel like we were standing on the edge of a glacier. This is amazing, Iain. Fantastic.
Wow. Yeah, quite a place.
We came down off the plateau, and you could see the kind of just the ambience and the light getting brighter, even though it was claggy. And then this appeared, and it looked impressive enough from the top. But when you're down here, what do you reckon, about 9 or 10 metres behind us?
I would say about, probably 10 metres. There's 30 foot plus of snow there, just completely banked out. This was as a result of the big storms we had in January and February. It blew in from the southeast, from the North Sea. It's filled this thing up, man. It looks like a glacier.
It is amazing. So tell us, what's the name of this? Is it Ciste
Mhearad.
Ciste Mhearad.
So Ciste Mhearad is a Gaelic word, 2 Gaelic words. It means Margaret's coffin or Margaret's chest. Who Margaret was is lost to history. Nobody knows who Margaret was. But it's a well-known location for snow patch lovers like myself. It reliably holds snow into, depending on the year, but reliably into August and September. The last time snow survived here was 2015, so 11 years ago. Right through the year, so from one year to the next. So if this is anything to go by, bear in mind we're coming into mid-June. I think this has got a good chance of surviving.
Oh really? Right,
I think so, yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. And tell me, has it got a name? I know you said the chest, but is there some history, isn't there? Somebody, Sarah Murray, I remember that because I was listening to the podcast coming up.
So Sarah Murray was a very intrepid London-based traveller, very well-heeled lady. She travelled with a retinue of servants and hangers-on, but she was very intrepid. In the late 1700s and early 1800s, she did numerous tours of the Highlands, and one of the places she came to was this, and it was not then known as Ciste Mhearad, or if it was known, she didn't know it as that. She knew it as the Snow House. A snow house, that's what the word was. Snow House. Yeah. So this was always known, and she came here in 1800 in September and walked through huge tunnels of snow in September. Wow. So that's an indication of how much snow there was during the Little Ice Age, which was much more snow than there is today. But this is a well-known location. It has been a well-known location for snow for a very long time, and it's one of the places that most people don't even know exist, because it's off the beaten track. It's in a sort of shady hollow. And only people who want to do a bit of exploring end up standing where we are. Or the other person, leading into that, the other person of note that should be mentioned with this patch perhaps in recent times is Helen Rennie, right? Does she use this patch to do her consecutive months of skiing? Helen Rennie skied for 120 months on Scottish snow, 120 consecutive months, so that's 10 years. Every month for 10 years, and this was her go-to patch. Yeah, on the rare occasion that she didn't manage to ski here, there was no snow, I actually helped her a couple of times to go to Annachbeg over on the west coast to find snow there in September when this had all gone. Yeah. But this was the one that she did. Amazing. Month after month after month. So much snow, what a place. And we're going to hang about here for a bit longer. It's actually, every now and again, it looks like it's getting brighter. It looks like it's getting brighter, but yeah, I'm going to take some pictures here, and what a place. We'll go for an explore up there as well. It does, honestly, it sounds bizarre, but it does feels like we're in Greenland or Arctic Norway or somewhere like that. For sure, yeah. The amount of snow here it probably doesn't come up in the camera, but that's like the height of my house. Yeah. Bigger than the height of my house, higher. Me too, yeah. So, right, we'll take some pictures and some footage now, and yeah, what a place. Let's go and have a look. Let's go. How have you been? Walking around the snow, had a few photographs, taken a few bits of video, but not to lower the tone of the video, I've got some important news that I wanted to share with you. I was in the retail park yesterday collecting
what was I getting actually? I was getting a new tyre for my mountain bike actually, but I thought I'll just get my food there, and it's Marks and Spencer's, and I've got a Scotch egg from Marks and Spencer, so I thought I'd better share with you if it matches up to my usual Tesco finest. So let's have a bite and see. Right, let's see what this is like. The crust, the meat is drier, a lot drier. I'll bring you back at the end. So with all the fancy packaging, yeah, I'm going to stick with my Tesco's finest eggs. It was okay, but a bit dry. But yeah, we've been here for maybe half an hour. We're going to move on to the next location. So I'm looking forward to that. Quite spectacular as well, Iain. Yeah. So, yeah. But you know what? A minute ago, the cloud had cleared. It's come back in because I've turned the camera on. There was actually, Iain spotted a wee snow. Well, we think it was a snow bunting, and it allowed us to get really close to it. Well, it came close to us actually. Lovely, lovely wee bird, wasn't it? Beautiful. So, right, we'll bring you back in a wee while when we're on the trail or on our way to our next snow location. So we set off, and yeah, the amount of snow in this location was amazing. I really hope it lasts through the summer. We had to get up and over it, and there was no steep drop-offs here. It was quite safe, but there was a lot of snow. But if you thought this was spectacular, the next location was, yeah, well, it was about to blow my mind, to be honest with you. Okay, just a wee update. We are, yeah, we've done a few kilometres now since the last time we spoke to you, and as you can see, the weather's still not cleared. Fingers crossed, but we're on a path now. It's quite nice. And what do you reckon, Iain? How long to the Feith Buidhe site?
20 minutes or so.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good. So let's see. Keep our fingers crossed that it clears, because there's quite a spectacular view here, isn't there?
Yeah, one of the best of the Cairngorms. Yeah.
Apparently. We'll see. Hopefully we can show it to you. Maybe we should slow down. We'll bring you back there. We've just stopped for some lunch. We're actually not far from the next snow patch. You've not got your mic on, you need to come close to me, but it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. So we just went down. It cleared, didn't it? Just perfectly.
Momentarily, yeah, just enough to entice us down. Yeah.
So we're still not getting a view, but we keep thinking it's going to.
Thinking about it again.
About it, so we'll see. But we're going to go up and round, and hopefully the next time we'll bring you back in a pretty amazing location. Right, shall we do it?
Crossed. Let's go.
Let's do To
To
get
get
down to the slabs and the snow patches involved a down climb, and it really was quite spicy. How you doing, Iain?
Easy.
But I tell you what, we were glad when we got down there, and what a place it turned out to be. Oh, I don't know if I'm shot actually, I'm going to come across. Yes, I think I am.
There we go.
We've made it. That was a bit of an expedition to get down there.
Bit of a scramble, yeah.
Yeah, so what I was saying to Iain, this must be different every time you visit it, because obviously there's going to be different amounts of snow, different levels of, I don't know, attrition or melting. And this is what I was coming to see, the first, what would you call it, a snow tunnel?
Yeah, a snow tunnel, snow cave, yeah, one of the two,
amazing.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. And you might want to tell the viewers why we're not going in. It's maybe obvious.
Well, the reason why we're not going in is, it might not be immediately obvious from the footage, but there's a massive crack right in the middle at the top of the arch. And there's probably getting on for 100 tonne of snow above that. So if that comes down, and at one point it will come down, if that comes down, then it's death. It's instantaneous death. So we steer well away from that. So whenever I come to these places, you're right, it's always different. And whenever I think about going into these, I always make an assessment from the outside as to whether I think it's stable or not. And my assessment is that is not stable, and we would be very wise to stay out of it.
Safety first, absolutely. Yeah. But still, it's just a magical place. Even in the clag and the what have you.
It's otherworldly.
Yeah. I think you've got a good story, haven't you? Was it this location where you had an experience of what we've just talked about?
Just up there, about sort of 50 metres away, there was one. I was here one summer. It was a lovely, beautiful, hot summer's day. And something not unlike this, where I was looking at it and thinking, probably not going to go into that one today. And As I turned round and started to walk away, I heard this almighty crash and the whole edifice came down, and I actually felt the wind of it at my back.
Oh my God.
It displaced so much air.
I'm
And when I
gonna
turned
miss
round, and when I turned round, the whole place was just covered in blocks of snow that had collapsed.
come down. Wow.
So yeah, a couple of 100 tonne of snow.
Just behind the cameras, a couple of blocks. I'm assuming this would have been covered maybe last week or the week before.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that's the remnants of the last bit that's come down.
These
Yeah.
blocks here. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, we'll bring you back. We're just going to do some exploring. So now take some pictures. Again, I feel like I'm in Antarctica, or you know, and this is in Scotland, isn't it? It's
doesn't feel like June in Scotland, does it?
No. Well, it feels more like January.
Yeah.
Got my gloves on in here. It's all my layers on now. But yeah, what a place. We'll bring you back in a wee while and take you some pictures. Lovely. Right, we are down at the bottom of this kind of precarious V. Let me just show you. It finishes there. I just said to Iain, I feel a wee bit vulnerable if the whole thing was to move. It would be squished. I'd be a lot slimmer, that'd be for sure. But what a place, Iain. Thank you for bringing me here. I mean, it's incredible. How much snow do you think, depth-wise here? Is it maybe 5 or 6, well, 3 or 4 metres? I don't know.
At the deepest in the middle up there, there'll be 5-6 metres, maybe a little bit more. Some of the depth down there looks quite impressive, but you can see just by the size of the walls at the side that there's thousands of tonnes of snow here across the whole area.
Again, it just feels like we're in Greenland or ice, I don't know, Antarctica. It's I mean, look at this, look up there, look at it. It's stunning. And then if I put the camera over there, you can see it from the other side. But yeah, slowly starting to get views as well. If I spin you around this way, you might be able to make it Lochan down there. Just coming out of the Clag now. So hopefully we'll get some views in a wee while. But we'll take some more photos and yeah, just enjoy this. Because again, it's something that it's difficult to get here. You've got to have the right conditions. It's not something you can do any sort of weekend of the year, is it?
No, I would say to people that if you think they're coming here, it's probably not a good idea unless you go with someone who's who knows what they're doing and has been here before.
I can verify that. I mean, I do a bit of climbing and what have you, and this was mountaineering coming down here. I think it would have been a lot easier in the dry, but still, we were scrambling. Yeah. I would have put some of those moves at a grade 3 scramble.
Really?
Yeah, that last bit anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, proper. Don't just think if you I don't know, take the dogs out for a walk and you think, I might just go and see those snow patches. It's a serious undertaking. Plus, you've got to know where you're going as well. There's quite difficult navigation to get here. It's not like it's got a Monroe path right to this spot. So yeah, anyway, that's health and safety message has now been passed on. We'll go back to talking about snow and taking some pictures. Right, shall we head up here and get some pickies? Right, let's go. It really was an incredible place. So we did a wee bit of exploring and kept things safe. But what I would say is that by the time you're watching this a few days after we filmed it, we know that some of this is already gone, and it's very, very transient in nature. We were super lucky to get it in these conditions. What a place. Wow. What a place. Oh, right. This is exhilarating. Yep. It's what a place. So we've kind of come out of the, I don't know, labyrinth of snow. I mean, there was a bit there. I never said this to you, but I've got footage of you going through this corridor. It's almost like a scene out of The Empire Strikes Back. Now, I think at the start, is it the people, Star Wars fans will be shouting at me now. I think it's the planet Ice Hoth or something like that. Anyway, it's just like that. I mean, it's like you're walking into the middle of an ice world. But what a place. Anyway, I think again, maybe something to highlight the dangers of this sort of pursuit is what's right behind us. Some big blocks of snow, in fact, right in front of us. Now, we aren't in the fall line of any. These are old bits that have come down. If the bits behind us were to come down, they'd be more over that way. And there's nothing above us, so we are not...
Yeah, we're very safe here, but the snow that you can see over my shoulder has actually calved from the main bank of snow, which is just over there. You can probably just see it in the distance. It's quite misty, but what has happened is as those bits of snow get absolutely saturated, cracks start to form, and then eventually it just gives a weight of gravity and it ends up here. So that's why you've got these massive blocks of snow here. They've literally come off of this this face here. So again, for safety, we're not going to go anywhere near that, just in case we're standing in front of it and another bit calves. So we'll keep well clear of it. But it's what an impressive sight.
And it just, we might get the drones up and get some footage if it clears a wee bit.
That'd be good.
Might give you a better sort of scale of the place as well. It's just everything's on a different level. So Cairngorm's down to a T, isn't it?
Yeah, very much.
So what a place. So yeah, we'll mess about here for a bit, and then what's the next stop after this? Are we moving on, or?
We'll move on. We'll head up that way to the Garushka Beg and have a look up there. There should be some nice big snow tunnels up there.
Oh really? Ooh, super excited. I didn't know there was more. This is great. Oh, some views down there. Right, we'll bring you back in a wee while. Okay, we've got the drones up. You maybe seen some drone footage, and Iain's just plotting. Well, he's having a look whilst it's clear, just in case it comes in again, just to see where we're going next, aren't we? So.
Yep, so I'm just plotting the route on the drone, and there's the Garushka Beg. You might be able to see it anyway. So that gap there is where we're heading next. So that'll take us out to the Lochan buoy, just below the main shoulder of Ben Macdui, and then that'll take us back to our path for our descent back down to the car park. So it's looking good for more snow and hopefully more tunnels.
Perfect. Wow. That's super excited. I didn't realise there was more tunnels.
The sun's coming out.
The sun's coming. Look. Don't know if they can see it on the GoPro, but yeah, it's definitely clearing.
And there's people climbing down there.
I wonder if that's afterthought right there then. Yeah. I was saying to Iain that me and Jerry did a route down here. I'm sure it was called Afterthought Arret. We went up Pygmy Ridge and then up some of these crags here. Anyway, wow, what a place, eh? What a place. Right, should we start? You better bring the drone in. Let's go. So we headed to the next location after getting the drone in. Not sure, I'm always worried about how deep this.
Yeah.
Oh, ha, ha. Ooh, right. Oh, here we are. Well, it's a snow tunnel, but it's not what you expected, right?
No, I was hoping for better, but it's a symptom of how much snow we've had and how cold summer has been that it's not actually melted this away. When I come here normally, and at this time of the year, or sometimes even earlier, this is all melted all the way down. Right. Leaving a massive tunnel and massive opening, yes, but it's not happening this year.
That's a good sign though, right? For the snow lasting right through.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. It's a double-edged sword. If you get a good summer, you get a poor snowpack season. Yeah. If you get a poor summer, then you get a good snowpack season. So take the rough with the smooth, but indeed. I would expect this to normally be much larger opening, but it really is a symptom of how cold summer has been. And I can concur, it's cold today. So it's pretty chilly. Yeah. So we'll bring you back in a wee while, and we'll make a call on what we're going to do next, see if it clears. There was a wee spell there where it cleared, didn't it? So I think I might take off my waterproofs now, and I'm getting a bit hot, and we can bring you guys back later on. Right, shall we? Okay, so we are approaching, if you can see Iain there, approaching the south top of Ben Macdui. And it's clagged in again, but when we were leaving the last snow patch, it was clearing, wasn't it, Iain? It was looking quite promising.
Yeah, it was lovely, yeah.
So we decided why not head up to Ben Mac, which is the second highest peak in the country. So you never know, it might clear. It's over there in the mist somewhere. I don't know if you can make it all these cairns or sort of shelter stones here. It's almost like a wee village, isn't it?
It's very odd. I've never worked out what they're for.
Look at them all. There's loads of them. They're not even big enough to shelter in, really. Look at that. These wee circles. After passing the stone shelter stones, we were soon approaching the summit of Ben Macdui, where we sat to get a bite to eat. Right, we have made it to the summit. This isn't the summit, but we made it to the summit of Ben Macdui, didn't we? Okay. It's lovely. And there's a new, what do you call it, a viewfinder type. What's the technical name for it?
Yeah, I think it's a viewfinder. Yeah. It's like the last one was like getting on for, well, actually it might have been more than 100 years old. So
really? Wow.
It was due a replacement. It was completely illegible. So that one should be good for another 100 years.
Yeah. So we come down and the sun's come out. We kept the faith.
Kept the faith.
Yep. This has been amazing so far. And you reckon there might be another snow feature on the way down, or maybe another two?
March Burn, I think there's a good chance of getting a tunnel there, fingers crossed. And then down at Coire and Lochan on the way back down, we should maybe see some of the remnants of the Great Slab Avalanche, because some pretty big chunks come down there, so we might be in luck there.
Yeah, amazing. And I think it's worthwhile saying, well, I'll put a link to the video when I was out with Iain the last time we went into Garachormore, is that Garachormore?
Garachormore.
Garachormore. Amazing. We went a bit later in the year to see the last snow patches, the ones that last historically the longest. And we can see them from here, can't we? Or we can see the Coire from up here.
We can see the Coire. The Sphinx is known as the longest lasting. At the moment, you can't really differentiate because it's just a huge wodge of snow. It just covers the whole Coire.
I can put my drone footage up from a few weeks ago because I visited that Coire just a few videos back, so you'll be seeing that now. It's an amazing place as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Iain took me down, and it was just in its last remnants that year, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, just before it melted. Yeah.
I'd not put you on the spot. Is it going to last this year, do you think?
I think it's got a good chance. You can never say it's a certainty because it's too early in the year.
Yeah.
But given the quantity of snow that is present at the moment, I think there's let's put it this way: it's got the best chance of survival it's had for a number of years.
Which is good. Yeah, excellent. And I think we were also saying part of the reason is not only the amount of snow, but we've only had one warm spell this year so far. It's been, as we can testify today, it's been pretty cold, or cool, not cold, but anyway, we're going to have a bite to eat here, and we'll bring you back when we're heading for the March Burn, and we can see if there's maybe some snow features there. Super. It was a bit of a shock getting to the summit of Ben Macdui, having not seen a soul on all our trips so far. When we got to the summit, there was loads of people. So we left the busy summit, and the next stop was a potential snow tunnel at the March Burn, which wasn't too far away, maybe another 20 minutes or half an hour's walk. And as we got closer to the location, we could see that there was still quite a lot of snow sitting above the burn, so we were quite hopeful of finding a tunnel.
So this is the March Burn. This eventually ends up down at the Larry Grew and ultimately down towards the River Spey. So you see, it's a pretty decent tunnel actually. I'm okay about sitting under here. It's well supported on both sides, and there's not much snow above, so even if it did come down, it would give you a bit of a headache and nothing more. But you can see the size of the tunnel for June is actually quite impressive. Very dark down there. You could.
Sorry, I'm not close to the tunnel to the water. Sorry.
So what happens is initially, so how these tunnels are created is the water carves its way when spring comes and the water starts flowing again. It carves a very small tunnel, maybe about this big. And then what that does is it allows air to start passing in. So then the air comes in and starts eddying around, and that's what creates these amazing shapes. These are called ablation hollows, and that's caused by the passage of air across the surface. But initially it's created by water, and then the wind comes in and starts to carve out these amazing shapes. Really cool, yeah. You could go all the way through this, but I don't recommend it because it'd be quite dark and pretty horrible. So admire it from the top.
So cool. Having admired the snow tunnel on the March Burn, we soon set our sights on the last snow feature of the day, which was Coire and Lochan, and we headed down the path, which is excellent. The paths in the Cairngorms are some of the best in the country. And again, it was another 20 to 30 minute walk before we got a good spot that allowed us a good vantage into Coire and Lochan to see the snow. What was that? You're going to say snow?
What a lovely view.
That's amazing, isn't it? Wow.
Cracking, yeah.
Ooh. Right, this is the final snow stop, I think. And this is Coire and Lochan, Iain.
One of the many Coire and Lochans.
Yeah, of course the one I usually go to, stop Coire and Lochan at Glencoe,
Yeah.
which these guys will be familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
But this is equally as impressive. It's absolutely amazing. And am I right in saying the slabs down there, because of the slabby nature of them, stating the obvious, the vast quantity of snow has been sliding off and leaving big rocks, not rocks, but big blocks of snow, like similar to what we saw.
Yeah, very much so.
Buidhe.
Yeah, so this is called, you'll see it in the back, it's called the Great Slab.
Yeah.
And the Great Slab is it's completely devoid of any vegetation, and it's basically, as the name would suggest, it's a large granite slab, and quite a lot of snow accumulates on it in winter. And as it starts to warm up in spring, snow starts to melt, that slab gets very greasy, and it starts to lubricate the snowpack, and eventually the warmth, the wetness, the slippiness, what happens is the whole thing comes down, and you can actually you might not be able to pick up on the camera, but the avalanche tongue that you can see is still visible there in the form of that sort of discoloration. So almost reached down to the loch itself. In very, very snowy winters, the snow will come right down onto the loch, and in fact that little lobe that you can see jutting out to the left was created by avalanches over the years.
Ah, right, okay. Ah,
so it's come down at such velocity that it smashed into the loch and expanded the size of the loch. So that's an ongoing process. It's one of the few examples in the Scottish Highlands where snow is still actively modifying the landscape.
Ah, well, that's quite a green loch, that. It's a Lochan almost, isn't it?
It is almost like a Lochan, indeed, yes. Exactly. But no, it's a beautiful location. The snow, the massive bank of snow on the right-hand side is these days is called the Eagle. From down the sort of vicinity of the car park, it does extend in size to look at to make it look as if it's like
wings.
huge eagle wings. Yeah, yes. So there's a lot of deep snow there, and it has survived from one winter to the next relatively recently. So probably won't do it this year, but you know, who knows, if it stays cool, it might do.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it's such an amazing spot. So I think I just want to thank you very much for bringing me out. I wouldn't have gone to these places. I would have found them eventually, but I really appreciate it. And it's been, really, it's almost like we've not been in Scotland.
Yeah.
It's been great. So I know you don't like this, but please do go out, get Iain's book, The Vanishing Ice. It's great. It really is. It's good. And you're on Iain Cameron on X.
The Iain Cameron.
Iain Cameron. That's Iain with two I's.
It is, well done.
Scottish spelling. And you're a moderator of the Snowpatch Facebook page, right?
Yes,
which is called Snowpatches in Scotland.
It is, yep. 10,000 members, something like that.
Yeah, so if you're interested in the Snowpatches, it's great. I'm a member of it, and I love seeing all this sort of stuff. So yeah, go and check that out. But yeah, I can highly recommend the book, and I do follow it. Iain's tweets are brilliant, not like mine, which is just a picture. They're very informative, and I learn a lot from them. So yeah,
Thanks,
go and check them out. But yeah, I don't think you'll want to see us walking down the path, although it is beautiful. I'm going to end the video here. So thank you once again.
Pleasure.
You guys stay safe out there, and we'll see you for another adventure next week. Thank you very much, sir. Well, what an amazing trip and adventure that was. Please go and check out Iain's book and his socials, which are listed here. And just again to reiterate, some of this ground was, it's proper mountaineering, very remote areas, no paths, and the transient nature of these snow patches and blocks can make it a dangerous place. So don't take them lightly, and if you go out to visit these places, you do so at your own risk. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week for another adventure.